happen. The outlook of Bharatiya Sanskriti is integral. It accepts the seeming differences among various entities and aspects of life, but it seeks at the same time to discover the unity and underlying them and takes an integrated view of the whole scene. In the manifold activities of the world, Bharatiya Sanskriti sees interdependence, cooperation, concord rather than conflict, contradiction, and discord. Its perspective is all comprehensive, not partial. It wishes and works for the well-being of all. Integralism, thus, its keynote, the very care of it. The word culture denotes a trend of impressions on the mind of a society that is peculiar to its own and which, again, is the cumulative effect of its passion, emotion, thought, speech, and action throughout its history. There's no denying that after 1,000 years of colonization, our culture has gone through a series of sporadic changes, some borrowed, but a vast majority of it imposed. But at the same time, there's no denying that it was this very culture, its timelessness, its dynamism, that ensured that in a world divided and fighting on theological lines, in the darkest of the medieval ages, the culture emanating from the ancient Saraswati still flows on. Our civilizational cultural continuity is well documented through literature, architecture, and most importantly, the lived and shared experiences of over 1 billion people. From Nataraj to yoga, from the swastika to the worship of Mother Goddess in the form of Shakti, from Ugadi in the south to Navratri in Kashmir, the various different celebrations of the same festivals, Holi and Diwali, our culture has not only been continuous but was also the unifying factor and thus enunciating the idea of Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat. One of the key tenets of Ramayana, one of the key teachings is that इंसान को भगवान की जरूरत नहीं होती, पर भगवान को भी इंसान की जरूरत पड़ती है, which can be translated into the present day social contract theory, which can further be translated to the writings of Chanakya when he writes, Praja sukhe sukham rajya, praja natu hite hitam. Culture is what we are, and civilization is what we have. Our constitution itself is a civilizational document, and our civilization is based on the principle of constitutionality. The DPSP, fundamental rights, fundamental duties, the spirit of justice and equality, the spirit of greater internationalism while not compromising on our sovereignty and integrity have all been long-standing principles of this great ancient civilization. A fact our constitution makers were also very well aware of. I'd like to end my conclusion by quoting one of the greatest thinkers, which is agreed upon by this world, Max Muller. If I were asked under what sky the human mind has most fully developed its choices script, most fully pondered on the greater problems of life and has found solutions of some of them, which deserve the attention of even those who have studied Plato and Kant, I should point to India. If I were to ask myself from what literature we in Europe may draw the corrective which is most wanted in order to make our life more perfect, more universal, in fact, truly human, again, I should point to India. Thank you.